Hi, I'm Pilma. It's a weekend. It's a Saturday here, and it's time for a new video for this channel. I was asking for inspiration as to the topic for today, and what came to me was to talk about stage 6 of the 7 stages of spiritual awakening that I first discussed when I started this channel. And stage 6 talks about heaven on earth, which is an experience of rebuilding when the ego and the soul are united. Before we start, just a little tidbit on the confirmation for this topic of today. I was just having a nap a while ago and words were already churning in my mind, so I couldn't sleep. Then suddenly I heard a bell, ting, on my laptop. And the thought that came to me, it's time. I have to get up and start doing. So as I was preparing, I noticed that the time was 2:10. And 2:10 made me understand that it's a confirmation of the topic because 2 is twin. And the real twin is within us, which is soul and ego. 10 is completion. 6 is a harmony, which is stage 6. And so the numbers are confirming the topic for today, which is about the twin, the soul, and the ego being united. By the way, the purpose of these videos is to set up like a mirror for anybody who's going through the experience, because mirroring helped me a lot understand my own journey, because it's different when you see somebody talking about a similar experience. So you get to understand your experience a little better when you see something put into words or put into pictures. So you see it objectively. So that's the only purpose of these audios. So I'll be speaking from my own truth. If you resonate with it, that's good. Otherwise, we just move on. When we went through the first 5 stages, that's the stage of change. 5 is change. Just very quickly, the stages of 1 to 5, we've experienced years of discontent until we've finally said enough is enough. And so we were shown gateways of consecutive failures in personal or family or professional life, which started the dark night of the soul, the stage 3. And because of that clearing, the shadow work, the inner work that you have done, you entered stage 4 and you meet your soul. Ego meets soul, and ego is saying, I've been searching everywhere. Here you are. I see you. Soul says, I've been waiting for you. So it's like you've met your love. You start to feel self-love as you develop habits of self-care. And so you're nourishing the relationship. By doing so, you discover that you like yourself, you like being yourself, you're your best company. And you realize that self-love is the unconditional love. In stage 5, ego and soul are talking with each other in terms of direction in life. 5 is change, and here is when ego finds out the vision, the purpose, one's life. I felt the shift into this stage when I had a very vivid dream where 2 men in long garb were talking, and one was saying, it's time we turn the relevance into an understanding. The statement is too English, and so it took me a while to understand it. And later on, I was able to connect it to purpose in life. As we went through the different stages, we were removing our karmic baggages. For stage 6 to happen, which is the union of soul and ego, the deepest, most hidden karmic baggages have to come out. March was very intense. It's the Mercury retrograde, so we're led back to experiences of the past in order to heal them. for me, it's not really experiences of the past in this lifetime. It has to do with my previous lives. Why do I say that? Because I would have dreams or flashes of images, very, very clear images that I would catch while half asleep, like peering on a window. And you see these images that I understood to be my past life, like an Egyptian queen, a princess who's in a bad marriage, a thief, drug addict, lives that are very different from my present life, and yet experiencing these energies embodied by other people with whom I have very, very negative experiences with. So in this lifetime, they are my teachers to mirror to me what I need to reconcile with, what I need to release from my energy field. When that happened, I felt another shift within me and in my surroundings. And this time, in meditation, it's the experience of soul and ego in a more intimate way. Now in stage 6, we're not just talking, getting to know stage. We're past that. We're making a commitment in stage 6. It's marriage. It's marriage because the ego is fully committed to the purpose of the soul. For me, I've sensed that shift when I said in my meditation, I would like to do only that which serves my life purpose. In my behavior, in the moments of my days, I asked for the grace of courage and ability to follow inspiration. And finally, to completely turn away from my career. The career that I have built was in human resource. That's the field. Organizational development. I've been into strategic planning, performance management, and I have seen that careers also have their own journeys in the corporate life. It's also a soul. It has its own shadows and light. In my experience, it's still operating very much in its shadow side. So I have committed to completely get away from that and carve my own path that would allow me to express myself as soul with my body. Another major experience in the stage 6 is the opportunity to put the new mental programming of love to a test drive in actual situations. And the Mercury retrograde gave that to see yourself behave differently and come up with solutions that are peaceful and one that is best for all concerned. And realize that you can do it successfully. We don't have to respond to fear with fear, and find that there are people who will work with us towards that solution. So stage 6 is like that. When the soul and ego are united, it's like heaven and earth united. How does this feel like? Soul and ego united. In my meditation this morning, it's like a childlike feeling. When you love somebody, you're together and you enjoy each other's company. You're savoring it. You want to stay there. So I felt like I want to stay in the state of meditation because of that feeling of being in love. It's like, as I said, it's like marriage. You are together. You have committed. You're now completely committed to be together. You want to be together. And it's weird because you're in love with yourself. If this is another person looking in, it's really weird. But inside you, you sense a marriage, a union that is so sweet, so giddy, so childlike. And you want to stay in that moment. You're not doing the meditation because you have to or it's a regular habit, but you actually are enjoying. You don't want to get out of there. It's like being with your, how can I say? I felt the masculine side of me crooning. It's the one approaching my soul and the soul receiving my ego. And, that dynamic of enjoying and you, both of you, feeling the love for each other. It's like in honeymoon stage. This is the time. I mean, this is March 30, and that's the experience of the meditation. That soul and ego united. That's the rebuilding of your power. It has the elements of commitment, a heart experience with self, and the test run of the new mental programming of love in a challenging situation. So we have been setting the foundation and cornerstones of this new building. The union of heaven and earth has to be built on this rock that will last through infinity. If we're into this in this lifetime, it means that this is going to be our foundation towards infinity. And I believe that in another lifetime, it will be much, much better. So, that's it. That sound for me means I can stop now. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.